Guys, another panel that I was really super looking forward to was probably my number 3 most looked forward to panel at DC Fandom was Shazam. Shazam 2.
Hold on a second. Sinbad, are you in Shazam 2?
Well, you tell me, John Krasinski, am I? Because everybody thought I was in Shazam 1 before it even existed. Google it. I'm number 3 on the Mandela list, all right?
Oh, that is right. Shazam, Fury of the Gods. We finally got a title. Shazam, Fury of the Gods. It's not going to be Shazam 2. This was a really fun, a really lighthearted panel. Everybody seemed to have a lot of fun. Zachary Levi kept up this whole gambit of just saying like, oh, we can't reveal anything. Oh, we can't reveal anything. And then little bits and pieces here and there, people would start to reveal this and that and the other. I think Asher Angel, what did he, I can't remember. He said, he dropped something. He dropped like some kind of a news to which Zachary Levi was like, whoa, we can't, we can't talk about that. Somebody else was saying, oh, well, can we talk about the villains? Oh, villains plural or singular. We can't really talk about it. But it was a fun gambit. It was a fun thing that that he was playing with. The bit may have gone on a little too long. That being said, it was fun. It was enjoyable. The whole panel lasted all of 10 minutes? 15 minutes tops. It did not last very long. And there were a few kind of fun, surprising things that popped out, one of which we will talk about that was in that little video clip that I showed. Rob, what did you think of the Shazam panel? Or did you see the Shazam panel?
Sadly, that was the one thing I didn't get to see. I know. Yeah, it was tough. I try to get out to it. I try to, try to put, get the YouTube videos out. And then I was having issues. And then, the movie that we're going to talk about next came out, and then everything got erased in my brain. So that's kind of what happened.
There was one thing that happened in the trailer, or in the panel, that was very interesting. For those of you who are familiar with the Mandela effect, do you guys remember there was a movie that was made in the 90s called Shazam, starring the popular comedian at the time, Sinbad? We all remember this movie, right? Well, I have news for you. That movie never happened. That movie was never made. That was never a thing. Sinbad, starring in a film called Shazam, never existed. Ever. There was a movie starring Shaquille O'Neal called Kazam, where he was a genie. That happened, and there was a horrible film. But for whatever reason, in people's collective consciousness minds, this is the Mandela effect, where large groups of people remember a thing that never existed. It's like the Berenstain Bears. Rob, you know what I'm talking about, the Berenstain.
No, you're so right. You're so right. Because when I saw the actual spelling, I'm like, no.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's actually the Berenstain Bears. It's not the Berenstain Bears. The Berenstain Bears is the real thing. And just like Shazam in the 90s, starring Sinbad, it never... pardon me, I'm hitting my microphone. It never happened. So anyway, in Shazam Fury... Here, I'm going to play the clip again. Go ahead and just pay attention to this.
Hold on a second. Sinbad, are you in Shazam 2?
Well, you tell me, John Krasinski, am I? Because everybody thought I was in Shazam 1 before it even existed. Google it. I'm number 3 on the Mandela list, all right?
Okay, so there was the clip. Sinbad, the comedian, was a part of the panel where he jumps in, and Zachary Levi has this really fun moment where he says, wait, Sinbad, are you in Shazam 2? And, he retorts by saying, I don't know, you tell me, John Krasinski. It's a fun little moment. It's a fun nod. It was a panel where they couldn't reveal much information, either A, because everything is so top secret, B, it's still in pre-production, C, there's a very good chance that Black Adam is going to be a part of this movie. He's probably going to be the antagonist of the film, but because the Black Adam movie hasn't come out, they can't say anything about it. There's a lot of stuff about this movie that they just can't talk about, so... having Sinbad, the comedian, playing into that whole Mandela effect thing, was a really fun moment. So Rob, let me throw this to you. What do you think? Do you have any thoughts or opinions on Sinbad, the popular 90s comedian? Do you think he might actually make an appearance in Shazam 2?
I think that would be absolutely hilarious if he was. And the thing is that Shazam already has such a self-aware comedy to it, that I think if they did it, that would just be money. Because younger audiences are probably not going to get it, but for those of us that are probably paying for that younger audience to get in, we're
Yep.
just gonna die.
Uh-huh.
And I feel like movies really like doing stuff like that. I mean, Disney does it all the time. We've seen that in Toy Story. They love adding
Yeah.
humor, for that adult crowd because they know they're probably going to be there with their younger kids or whatever the case may be. So they make it entertaining for a large generational gap. And I think to not would be such a
Well,
missed
now that they've already
opportunity.
acknowledged it, they've already acknowledged it, and like you
Right.
said, Shazam is such a self-aware property. I think that
Yeah.
this is something that I actually think he's going to play a cameo, much like Garrett Morris when the Ant-Man movie came out. Garrett Morris from Saturday Night Live fame, he was in the original cast of SNL. There was a sketch that happened where all these superheroes showed up to, I think it was Hulk's birthday party, something like that. It was somebody's birthday. Maybe it was Superman's birthday party. It doesn't matter. So all these superheroes just kind of like showed up for Superman's birthday party. And Ant-Man, played by Garrett Morris, was the very first on-screen live-action incarnation of Ant-Man that anyone had ever seen. So as a nod to the SNL sketch, Garrett Morris played a cameo. I think he played a cab driver. I think it was when Ant-Man was he fell out the window and he was teeny tiny and he just fell right on top of the car and made like this little dent. And Garrett Morris was like, "What was that? What hit the car?" It was a small, tiny little snippet, and I think that's the same kind of a thing that Sinbad might actually play in Shazam 2 or Fury of the Gods.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Totally.
So anyway, guys, what did you do? You have an alternate opinion? What do you think? Is Sinbad not going to be in the movie? Do you think he is most definitely going to be in the movie? Jump down in the comment section below. Let us know your thoughts. All right.